Every era has its frontier. A line between what is and what's next. We've played the game, built the legends, carried the weight. But this is different. This is where the game leaves the ground. No limits, no ceiling. No looking back. This isn't the next season. This is the next frontier.
It's Friday in Portland, and we're keeping it weird. Hillsborough Ballpark is sold out once again. What's new? They sell out every ball game here in Portland. They love their softball. Today we've got the Texas Volts. Sierra Romero, Nyjah Kennedy come to town, wrapping up the regular season. They're going to take on an ascending Portland Cascade team, trying as hard as they can to get into the postseason. Let's take a look at the AUSL standings. Just a handful of games remaining. Utah and Chicago, they're both guaranteed a postseason berth. We don't know where they're going to finish. While Portland, they need to take care of business, need to win a game or two, and make sure they can get into the playoffs as an expansion team. Hello, everyone. So glad you found us with my partner, Natasha Watley. I am Eric Collins, and you are in a great environment. This scene here in Portland has been sensational all season long, and it really would be great to see them clinch a championship and get to the postseason here in this ballpark.
Yes, and it all comes down to the end. Portland Cascade, these are must-win games for them. They control their destiny, and on the other side, the Texas Volts, they are here to spoil a season, and it all really comes down to Megan Grant. She has been everything that Portland has hoped for, and she has been the centerpiece in the middle of the lineup. Consistent power, leading the AUSL and tied for first with 8 home runs. The former UCLA star just was up for a record-breaking performance at the ESPYs because of her performance during college. But on the other side, Sierra Romero. Nobody else wants to end a series and end the season on a high note. She just recently announced her retirement, wants to go out with a bang, but the numbers don't even speak for themselves. Her leadership, her professionalism, and the impact that she has on this game speak for itself.
Let's do it, everybody. Both teams raring to go. It's first of a 2-game weekend series, finishing off the regular season for Texas and for Portland. Let's take a look at the Volts lineup card. Riley Boone leads things off, had a great rookie year. Coffee, Jennings, Mulipola. We're going to see Jackie Liss, Rachel Garcia. Sierra Romero, the veteran, will play first base. She'll hit 7th with Leanne Good and Jaden Goodwin rounding out the 9. In the circle for the Portland Cascade, left-hander out of Oklahoma, Kelly Maxwell.
Kelly Maxwell looking to build after her most recent outing. Just had a...
That ball was smoked off of Tori Vidales' foot, and they're still able to recover and make the play. Kennedy Powell, Johnny on the spot. That's going to be a 3-4-3 put out at first base.
And Riley Boone, just the spark plug, just gets this offense going. I mean, just a hard hit just gets a lot of momentum, but Cascade putting a stop to it with Kennedy Powell, making it look easy over there.
In the last 24 hours, Tori Vidales has been involved in plays at first base where she didn't need her glove twice. She barehanded the ball, and she's now involved in a putout when she kicks the ball to the second baseman. Kelly Maxwell, this is her 8th game, her 6th start. She's been a pro for a while over in Japan. Was part of a wonderful championship team at Oklahoma as a college player, was the most outstanding player of the Women's College World Series.
And she's been building up. She's getting better as the season goes on. Last time we saw her in relief. She had a great outing, 3 scoreless innings.
Danica Coffey down in the count, a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, what you'll see from Kelly Maxwell, she'll go up and down in the zone. She's got that drop, that rise. For Danica Coffey running through the zone, that drop is a real hard pitch to get on top of.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Portland Cascade 13-10 as an expansion team. They still have not locked up a playoff berth, but they have time. Going to play today and tomorrow. Top 3 teams in the AUSL make the postseason. If you're in the 2nd or the 3rd spot, you have a 1-game playoff play-in. to take on the #1 seed in the best-of-3 championship series. Portland lost a heartbreaker here in this building yesterday, lost 4-3 against Utah. There's a base hit, smoked into right field, base hit for Danica Coffey. It was such an important win yesterday for Utah. They had been in first place with a bullet all season long, but then starting to limp in the last week of the year. But they got the win. You want to finish first. That is huge. The championship's going to be played the entirety in College Station, Texas. That is the home of Texas A&M. Top 3 make the postseason. 2-3 play in the play-in game. The 1 seed lies in wait for a best-of-3.
Yeah, it's so important. And the Talons yesterday, you can almost feel their urgency in that game, knowing, we have to get that 1 spot, because you kind of are in the driver's seat if you're in that #1 seed.
Tiare Jennings. It has been a whirlwind last couple of weeks for Tiare. Feet on the ground here in Hillsboro, Oregon on a Friday night. 5 homers, 10 runs batted in for the shortstop.
Yeah, last week she was busy, really, really busy. I mean, what was a week ago from today? She was in Kansas City and was the stadium captain for the World Cup, which is huge. Huge. I mean, I think about just a softball athlete in that stadium, being around all of that. And even just talking to her for a little bit, just how much of a moment that meant for her and just the representation of our sport.
That's incredible. What an honor. 3 balls and a strike. 3-2. Home plate umpire today is Mike Bartling. Mike Bartling calling the balls and strikes. Swung on and missed, and now they got Coffey in a pickle. Pickle, and Coffey is out at first. So the unusual strike him out, throw him out. Coffey got caught in no man's land. So the single goes by the wayside. It is a scoreless first half inning. When we come back, we will have the Portland Cascade heading to the bat rack. We will see Megan Grant back.
Megan Grant, one of the hottest hitters in this Cascade lineup. You got to go through her if you want to get to the Cascade.
Playing really good softball when it matters most. They're guaranteed a playoff spot, folks, if they win both games against the Volts this weekend here in Portland. Corby Otis leads things off. She'll be followed by Sierra Sacco-Ferry. Megan Grant, she of the 8 homers, she hits third. Sydney Stewart, Kendra Falvey, Kenley Cahalan, Tori Vidalis, Mia Davidson, Kennedy Powell. Rounding at the 9, batting against the veteran from UCLA, Ali Carta.
Corby Otis just going to it, trying to get some things going, showing bunt. I like it.
Otis, a home run yesterday. She's got 4 homers, batting average of .288. Looking at the numbers today for this Portland Cascade team. Team batting average is .239. It's not great. Don't they have for a ton of power? The pitching is really good, but not upper tier. But they just know how to play. And they play a close game, and more often than not, they win that 1-run game or the 2-run game. Yeah,
it's the timely hitting. They know how to get runners on base, move, advance runners. It's very team softball.
To third, knocked down by Jackie List. Throw is high, and Otis is safe. Otis on her way to second, and she'll make it because the ball is deemed to be out of bounds. So a runner in scoring position to begin the game offensively for Portland.
And Corby Otis, just love her in the leadoff position, just very aggressive. You saw her showing bunt that first pitch and then swinging next pitch, and she just hits the ball hard. She is a continuous hard out, so she stands up on second.
So runner on second, nobody out. Sierra Sacco-Ferry. Called strike 1. Let's talk a little bit about Ali Carta, who's been around the world playing this great game of softball.
Yeah, and just a pro that is a vet for the Volts and just has quietly settled in for the Volts since she's returned back from Japan. So she's been playing professionally over there the last few years.
She's now 33 years of age. Finished her college experience, UCLA, in 2015. This one hit into the gap. This is going to roll for days, all the way to the wall. Otis scores easily. It's a stand-up double for Sacco-Ferry.
And the combination between Corby Otis and Sierra Sacco-Ferry, I love them at the top of the lineup. They just feed off of one another. But Sierra Sacco-Ferry just does a great job of just getting a bat hit on this. This is a 1-1 drop on the inside, and she trades spots with Corby Otis.
Here is the powerful Megan Grant. 8 homers. She actually has more homers than anything else combined. She's got 15 hits on the year. Over half the hits have been homers. This is a battle of 2 UCLA greats, Carta and Grant.
That's one of my favorite things about the Pro League is these matchups that we've never would be able to see if we didn't have this Pro League, and 2 Bruin greats, in my opinion, getting the opportunity to face off once against one another.
Yeah, this is the equivalent of 25 years ago, seeing Lisa Fernandez throw to Station Newman.
Yeah, yep.
Two balls and 2 strikes. Slapped left side, that one will get down. Coming around third and scoring, Sacco-Ferry. It's a double for Megan Grant. What a great start for the Portland Cascade.
And how about that? Megan Grant just looking for something on the outer half, and she's got power to all fields, so I don't even know how you face a Megan Grant. You go in, she can crush it. You go left side. Back-to-back doubles for the Cascade.
In total now, Megan Grant has reached base in 16 consecutive games. It's a 25-game season. They're playing game number 24. She has reached base in 16 straight now. Here's Sydney Stewart. Still nobody out. Game began, Corby Otis hit the ball down the third base line. It was muffed by Jackie Liss, scored an error. But then ringing doubles by Saco Ferry and Grant have this 2-0 lead for Portland. Playable. First baseman Romero makes out number 1. Foul territory.
Number 27, Kendra Falby.
So maybe Ali Carter can breathe a little bit now. Here's Kendra Falby.
What Ali Carter does so well is she throws to all planes. She's got her curve on backside, both sides of the plate. She'll go up. She'll try to jam you with that rise, and now you're seeing her start to throw that off speed. We just saw that to Sydney Stewart, so starting to mix that in a little bit more.
Portland, for all the crowd support they've gotten this year, and they've just had rabid support. They've had sellouts every game except for 1. 9 out of 10 games they played coming into tonight, sellouts. But they're a better team on the road than they are at home. On the road, they're 8-5. Portland here at home in front of all these friendly faces, a 500 team, 5-5.
Which is hard to believe because I feel like they've really feed off of the vibe. And I came yesterday as a fan and just got to sit in the crowd and honestly got chills. The Cascade cheer, love it.
Looked like a good pitch, and it is. First strikeout for Carta. 2 outs here in the first inning.
And Ali Carter just really working all around the zone, changing eye levels, started up on Falby and then ends lower in the zone to get the strikeout.
Here's Kenley Cahalan. Impressive shortstops, had a good rookie year. Couple of homers, 8 runs batted in, 13 hits in 58 at-bats. To third, that's wide of the bag. 0-2. Carter didn't begin the year here in the AUSL, but she has pitched a ton since coming back over from Japan. This is now her 9th game and her 5th start. This actually is the exact same matchup that we saw down in Round Rock, Texas back in June 28th. Starting pitchers in that game, Maxwell and Carta. That game was won by Portland by a score of 5-2. Count goes full to Cahalan. And the 2-out walk. Inning continues for Portland.
Just some good eyes from Kenley Cahalan, working that full count.
All right, here's TV Tori. Tori Vidalis batting with 2 aboard and 2 outs. Tori coming off an 0 for yesterday. 0 for 4. Had a couple opportunities early in the game to drive in some runs. Hit the ball hard, but a lot of atom balls. Down the left field line, it's trouble if it's fair, and it winds foul.
Yeah, you almost feel like Tori Vidalis is like a ticking time bomb right now. Yesterday had a lot of opportunities. Didn't have the day that she would have liked, and those times you're the most motivated, so you can almost feel like something's coming for Tori.
0-2 misses inside. Tori's actually really had to look at the lineup card over the last couple of days. She was hitting in the cleanup spot 2 nights ago. She was moved down to the 5 hole yesterday. Today she's hitting 7th. That's something you never dealt with, Natasha. You were always the world's favorite leadoff hitter Except for your Caitlin Lowe, sometimes it's hitting the 2-hole.
Absolutely. I was like, that's not true.
To left field. Hit softly. Play is made by Goodwin, and the side is retired. But a good start for Portland.
And all Cascade can ask for is to just jump on the Bolts early, score often. Cascade getting it done in the end of the first.
Where the Cascade have an early 2-0 lead over the Bolts. Now Portland can control their own destiny and clinch a playoff spot with 2 wins against Texas. Now when I caught up with head coach Taraya Flowers before this game, she told me they can't win tomorrow's game today. So the focus needs to be on these 7 innings. And because of that, you've seen Portland very dialed in those first few at-bats, guys. 2 runs early for the Cascade.
Can't win tomorrow's game today. I like that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Maria. There she is, Taraya Flowers. Talk about a fantastic coach who was coached. Some of the all-time greats in her background played at UCLA. Sue Enquist, of course, remember the U.S. national team, Mike Candrea.
Yeah, I always say that Taraya Flowers was meant to be a coach. As a teammate, she was always coaching me as an athlete. This is what we're running on the first and third, you know, and so just can speak the game with all of the best of them, and just her being here on this field and being able to lead this Cascade team has been fun to watch, and she's been doing a phenomenal job.
Deja Mulipola leads things off. She'll be followed by Jackie Liss and Rachel Garcia, batting against Kelly Maxwell. Deja hits this one high and deep to right center. See ya. Homer, Deja Mulipola, second of the year. And Texas is on the board. Enormous power from Mulipola.
And you just gotta love the early aggressive swings from both sides. Deja just taking this deep. This is a rise, 2-1 pitch, and this is a hitter's count. You're gonna be aggressive, you're gonna go after it, but immediately answering back for the Volts.
So Texas on the board. It's a 2-1 game. Here's the rookie Jackie Liss. Liss has been a professional from the jump, just finished off her college experience, but she's given really good at-bats all season long. She's hitting .273 with good power and good patience. Leads the team in walks with 10 of them. Jackie Liss is from Southern Indiana, Newburgh, Indiana. Two and one. All right, Deja Mulipola standing by with Maria.
Deja, Cascade go up 2-0, so how important is that solo shot to get you back within 1?
I mean, Al's working her tail off out there. I know that was only just the top of the first inning, but anything to get our team going. This Cascade crowd is a tough crowd. They didn't cheer any much for us, so I think just something to get our team going and get Al a little bit going as well. So just some support for my pitcher.
Well, I'll let you support her and cheer for your team since this crowd isn't.
Thank you.
Deja just getting so much better as the years go by. She's now 28. This is the best softball she's played in her life, probably. She's in great shape. Well, we talked about how patient Jackie Liss has been all season long. She just works her 11th walk of the year. So runner on at first with nobody out here in the second inning for Texas.
Yeah, with Deja Mulipola, it seems like she just keeps getting stronger, keeps getting better, developing more, going over, playing in Japan, just playing year-round, getting more reps underneath you. But I think just playing in this pro league, like, you reach your full potential, high 20s, low 30s, and you have a better softball IQ. You can do things that you couldn't do. The maturity is there, and I think that she's starting to reap the benefits of just staying in the game.
So Kelly Maxwell has given up the home run to Mulipola. She's walked Jackie Liss. And now, after a meeting in the circle, will attack Rachel Garcia. Two collegiate national champions going against each other. Maxwell, former Oklahoma Sooner. Garcia, one of the all-time great UCLA Bruins. Called strike 1. Garcia's got good power, does not have a homer so far this year. 22 at bats, still looking for her first long ball.
And I know Rachel Garcia just loves the hitting side of things as well, and that just keeps her in the game. She's always talked about, hey, I am a true two-way player. If I'm not pitching, I want to maintain my at-bats. Keeps me in the game.
Could be a double play. And it is. Kenley Cahalan knew she had time, steps on the bag and throws to first for the twin kill.
And Cahalan just knowing exactly where she is on the field, taking that herself, making it look easy, picking up her pitch here. Kelly Maxwell, I know Maxwell appreciates that.
Here is one of the all-time greats, Sierra Romero. Final handful of at-bats for Sierra. She's going to play today, she's going to play tomorrow, and then she's going to take the shoes off and retire from professional softball.
I'm not ready for that.
She's been a pro for a long time. She's been an integral part of AU and AUSL over the years. Many consider her to be the greatest player to ever come out of the Big Ten. Played at Michigan, a star for 4 years. Three times she was the Big Ten Player of the Year. National Player of the Year, 2016. Chase the pitch. 2-2.
Yeah, just a fierce competitor, Sierra Romero, and just wherever she is on the field, you know, this year we're seeing her play out of position, but just wherever you put her, you know, she's one of those people that I would always put my money on.
3-2. Maxwell has walked one so far. Was really bailed out by that 6-3 double play a moment ago. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout for Kelly Maxwell, and the side is retired, but the Texas Volts get on the board. Solo home run by Deja Mulipola.
And there's no better way to have your pitchers back than how Deja Mulipola did it. She gets Texas Volts on the scoreboard.
So far, so good for the homestanding Portland Cascade. They lead the Texas Volts 2-1 as we play the bottom of the second inning. And this Portland Cascade offense has really settled in and found a rhythm in the second inning this year. This is our Miralax second inning spotlight. Hard to explain. Over a quarter of their runs coming in this second inning.
Yeah, and they like to score in the beginning half of the game. That's where they get the majority of their momentum. So here you go, Cascade.
Well, it'll be the bottom part of the lineup working against Ali Carta. Mia Davidson swings at the first pitch, skies it to center field. Riley Boone with the squeeze, 1 pitch, 1 out. As a former great leadoff hitter, that must kind of irk you to see second inning numbers being so good for an offense. You were always hitting in the first inning, probably most likely not hitting in the second inning.
Yeah, sometimes depends on how it went because, you know, the bottom of the lineup or middle of the lineup was great on the USA team. So
yeah, it was.
Sometimes it was a lot of ABs, which was great. But, yeah, more times than not, it's that top of the first that was the most important, getting the momentum. So not so much the second.
Kennedy Powell pokes it to the third baseman, Liss. We've got 2 quick outs here in the second inning. Sunday on ABC, the WNBA season rolls on as the LA Sparks take on the Dallas Wings. That's a 1 Eastern time start. Countdown kicking off at 12:30 Eastern time. Watch all the action live or stream on the ESPN app. Little known fact, former LA Sparks head coach Orlando Woolridge passed away. But your uncle, right?
Yes. My cousin of a cousin of a cousin.
He would have coached Lisa Leslie, right? During that window.
He was there, yes. He coached the Spark, you're right. Yes, He was there for a little bit and stayed around the game. Yeah, I used to go to the Laker games growing up as a kid, watching him in the form.
First NBA player to ever wear the number 0, and he did it because Orlando, 0, that's why.
Yeah.
So whenever you see an athlete wear the number 0, really, the first guy to do it was Orlando Woolridge.
Yeah.
And you're related to him.
Yes, yes.
Here's Corby Otis. With her last name of Otis, she should be wearing 0.
She should be O, too.
Come on. She reached in the bottom of the first inning on a fielding error by the third baseman, Jackie Liss. This one's going to be off Liss's glove. That'll be a single. Otis rounds first aggressively and will stay. So a 2-out single keeps the Cascade offense on the field.
Yeah, and Corby Otis, again, just at the top of the lineup. Between her and Sierra Sacco-Ferry, they just have been doing such an incredible job getting on. Really, the question for the Cascade is that middle part of the lineup, but putting pressure on the Volts consistently.
Sacco-Ferry doubled in Otis back in the first inning. Came around to score on the double by Megan Grant. Quickly, 2 balls thrown to Sacco-Ferry. There's a strike. I think it'd be really telling if Portland can make the postseason about the ability of Sierra Sacco-Ferry. She played for the Talons last year. That's bunted foul. They made it to the postseason, ended up winning the championship series. As a rookie player, she was a big part of what they did. Maybe not a lot of people thought she was the star, but she was an important cog to winning softball. And now she's with the expansion Portland Cascade, and wherever she goes, the winning seems to continue.
Yeah, because she's just consistent. She always has great ABs. She's an aggressive hitter. She's got speed, power.
Backhanded in the hole by Jennings. Goes the short way to second, and the side is retired. So no damage done. It's a 2-1 Portland lead after 2. The AUSL is sponsored by Miralax. We're here in Hillsboro, Oregon, just outside of Portland, where they love their softball. Man, tremendous crowds. First pitch thrown out today by longtime Oregon head coach Melissa Lombardi, who's going to join us now. Hey, Melissa, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. And Coach, I'm telling you, we come to Oregon and don't know what we're going to get. But what we find out is everyone seems to love the sport of softball here.
You are speaking the truth. Our fans here are amazing. The support that we've gotten all year long from them, not surprised. And then to look at this crowd and to see that we're selling out in Portland, every homestand is just unbelievable, and just love how passionate our fans are about softball.
Coach, you are sporting your Paige Sinicki jersey. We love to see it. Just talk about a little bit Paige Sinicki and just everything obviously she's been through, but how great it has been to see her playing at this level.
It's amazing. I remember when she first came on campus, and at that time I knew she was pretty special. And just watching her go through her career and to just become the athlete that she is, the woman that she is today, and the teammate, you know, leader, all of that. It's been such an honor for me to get the opportunity to coach her. And then now to see her playing pro, I'm just so proud.
Yes, and also I just want you to mention a little bit about Sydney Romero. Sydney Romero playing for the Oklahoma City Spark. You not only coach with her, but you had the opportunity to coach her at Oklahoma. But just talk about what stands out a little bit when you talk about Sydney Romero.
Coach Romero is just, she's elite. She's elite in everything that she does. One, she's just an unbelievable person. She's an excellent coach. She has such a great connection with our athletes, and the fact that she's playing pro and competing and training throughout the year, you know, she'll train right alongside with our athletes. And I think it's just such a great opportunity for them to not only get to be coached by her as a coach, but to see her as a professional and the training that she has to go through. And that, you know, there's going to be times where she gets what she wants to get and other times not. And then what is she going to do to persevere through situations? So
It's incredible the way she's played. She's got 8 home runs. She's among the league leaders in that category. She's getting better with age. Hey, I want to ask you, is this a lie that people in Oregon tell the rest of the world that it's rainy and dreary and damp? We've been here for like 5 days, and it's always just spectacular weather.
the summers are gorgeous. There's no better place to be than in Oregon. Just feeling that kind of that crisp, cool air and enough sun, no humidity. It's beautiful here. I mean, what an unbelievable place to, have a pro softball team for the Cascade to be.
Yeah, Coach, have you been following a lot of AUSL this summer? Just talk about just the importance of these athletes having the ability to extend their career post-college.
It's extremely important. I think about all the different athletes from different sports, and everybody has an opportunity to play as long as they want. And I think the same thing should happen for softball. I think these athletes should be able to play as long as they want. And, anytime you get a new fan that comes to college softball or pro softball, it's instant. They fall in love. It's such an unbelievable game to watch.
And, Coach, I know we're not in Eugene, and Eugene's beautiful, but this has got to be a great recruiting tool for you. People in the world now know that everyone in the state of Oregon supports softball at a high level. This has just been probably great for your program, I'd imagine.
It is. I think it just tells you about the sports fans in Oregon and how passionate they are for softball and other sports as well. But just for softball, right here, you look at this, you guys have sold out every time we've had a homestand. I think that just tells you, how our fans feel about softball, and to see all this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Coach, thank you for your time. Great catching up with you, and enjoy the game, yeah.
All right, thank you. Let's go Ducks.
So we've got a runner on at third base. That's Leanne Good. She led off the inning with a walk, then back-to-back groundouts to second. Goodwin and Boone. Now the final hope for Texas here in the third, Danica Coffey. And Coffey steps up in the box, looking like she's going to do a little Natasha Watley. When you watch this game, there may be a lot of things that you don't recognize anymore. The whole touch and run, the whole small ball.
I know.
That has gone the way of the dinosaur.
Yeah, I always say slappers are a dying breed right now, but there's a few. There's still a few, but I think being one-dimensional, you can't be a one-dimensional slap hitter anymore where you could just rely on speed. You have to have a little pop, have a little bit of power. Just defenses are too good now. But defenses were good when I played too. But they're really good now.
I do. I talked to many smart people in the game, and you actually probably were the person who was on the cusp of changing things. It wasn't just all touch and run for you, the small ball. You always, I still to this day say the best thing I've ever seen in the game of softball was a Natasha Watley triple. That was what I came to the ballpark for. Watching you cruise from second to third was just a thing of beauty. Danica Coffey trying to battle here. Got a runner on at third base. One-run game, top of the third inning. Texas can tie it with a run. Into right field, hit well. On the move is Otis, can't make the play. It's off the wall. And we're tied at 2. That's a good job of battling by Coffey. She was down in the count 0-2. She called timeout, stepped out of the box, regrouped, gets herself an RBI.
And just controlling the game, right? A couple of pitches, you see her running through the box, getting her timing. But again, having so many tools, being able to get something to the green just makes scoring just a little bit easier. She stands up on second base.
So we're tied at 2. And we're going to have a stoppage here. I don't know. There has been activity in the bullpen. This may be the end of the line for Kelly Maxwell. Portland has shown a deep pitching staff all season long, and yep, we are going to go to the pen. So we will have a pitching change. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we come back to Hillsboro, Oregon.
And the Cascade waste no time to bring in their rising star, Kenzie Brown. She can do it all. She can go up, she can go down, she can change speeds. The rookie has just been phenomenal this season, and they look to her to keep them in this ball game.
Kenzie Brown had a complete game win a couple of days ago on this field. That was against the first place Utah Talons. She is from Lake City, Illinois. That is smack dab in the middle of the state of Illinois. Not too far away from Champaign-Urbana, campus of University of Illinois. She played at Tulsa and at Arizona State, drafted in the 3rd round after receiving her golden ticket, finishing up at Arizona State. Still one of the best things that happens in pro game is the award of the golden tickets to these senior athletes.
It is the best. I couldn't even imagine receiving a golden ticket. But I think that Kenzie Brown probably is under the radar. One of the pitchers that we weren't really talking about during the college season enough, and just has had a phenomenal rookie season so far and has really led this Cascade team.
Jari Jennings hits it. That is foul. Toughest pitchers to hit. That's a great list to be on. Only Montana Fouts has a lower batting average against.
Yeah, 214 bat hit up against opponents for Kenzie Brown. Yeah. And when I think about trying to face her, obviously, every time I'm looking at all these pictures, I'm like, okay, can I hit her? I think what makes Kenzie Brown so difficult is how many pitches that she has in her pitch mix. Like, she can go up consistently for strikes. She can go down. And that changeup, anyone with a good changeup, I'm like, okay, how are we going to hit this pitcher today?
2-2. That was that changeup, 57 miles per hour.
That was it right there. And she can call on it in any count, so confident with it.
The pitch handcuffed the catcher, Sydney Stewart. 3-2. 2-out double by Danica Coffey, tying this game at 2. That complete game that Brown threw a couple of days ago, it was a game shortened to 5 innings. She gave up 1 earned run. She struck out 4. She threw 98 pitches in her 5 innings of work. Another foul ball off Jennings' bat. This game is super important to the Portland Cascade. Trying to get into the postseason. They still have work to do. Beautiful changeup, just mesmerizing. Jennings strikes out. Kenzie Brown comes into the game and does her job. But the double by Danica Coffey has tied this game.
And Danica Coffey has been the difference, showcasing all of her skills. This game is tied up.
It's the bottom of the 3rd inning. It's all tied at 2. The Texas Volts, the Portland Cascade. Glad you're with us. Allie Carter's still in the circle. We're going to talk to Jackie Liss this half inning. She is the rookie 3rd baseman, and she can hear us, and we can hear her. Jackie, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Oh, doing fantastic. Hey, winding down your rookie year, you've had great success. I've seen you bat all through the lineup. We've played different positions. What's been the big story for you in your first go-around as a pro?
Really just learning from a lot of my teammates around me about how this whole process works. A lot of them have got to experience multiple years of pro. And, you know, they're really good people to lean on and ask questions and just learn the whole process.
I'm curious, you're playing 3rd base. Are you a little farther back than you normally would, considering Megan Grant is the batter?
Just a little. You know, I know she's got some pop. We got to play them in the World Series, so I got to watch a lot of her success this year, and she's not someone you can play around with.
Grant hit that one off the end of the bat. Crazy spin. Great hands by Leanne Good, and Grant is out number 1. You could see Good's eyes get big. She knew that ball was going to have some spin on it.
Jackie, it feels like we just saw you competing in the World Series. I don't know, what was that, a month ago, 2 months ago now?
Feels like a while ago.
And now I feel like you're kind of like a seasoned vet, in my opinion, just watching your Bs and how you progress. What has been the biggest adjustments that you've made from the college game to the pro game?
Really just trying to keep my composure in the box. That was something I had to learn a lot this past year, facing a lot of the All-American pitchers that we would face at Tech. And, you know, it's no different here. Every pitcher in this league is top-notch. You can't take a single pitch off with any of them. And so really just trying to keep my composure in the box.
Would you say that you've had to make any adjustments or any tweaks to your swing?
Not necessarily tweaks to my swing, more just my approach, just trying to go a little bit earlier in counts and seeing, like, pitches over the plate because, you know, the zone's a little bit bigger than in college.
So with the zone, as a hitter, you know, do you like that? Do you like that you could be not necessarily as selective as you could be in college?
Yeah, I think it's really pushing me to be more aggressive as a hitter.
Yeah.
I walked a lot in college too. And so, you know, like, walks have always been a part of my game, but really just letting my bat do some talking now that, you know, you got to expand a little bit as a hitter. And so just really putting myself out there and trying to get more hits for my teams because they don't need me to walk around here. They need us to drive some runs.
They need you to mash. That's what you've been doing all week, girl. You've been hitting home runs, and I love you flashing the power. Just talk about, too, defensively. We've kind of seen you all over the place as well, and just kind of the versatility. Growing up, did you play a lot of different positions?
No, my whole travel ball career, I was middle infield. My first 3 years of college, I was a middle infielder. I really didn't start to switch it up till this year at Tech.
Oh, my goodness.
Base. Ouch.
Sydney Stewart has bounced 2 foul balls off the exact same part of her body. That's cruel.
Ow.
Yikes.
On back-to-back pitches.
Yeah, that hurts.
Hey, Jackie, America wants to know, how's Peanut? How's the dog?
Doing good. She loves getting to watch the games, whether it's at home or if she can make it, she'll make it. But Portland's a little far from Indiana where she resides, so she's watching from home right now.
And the story was there were certain numbers you had to get to get Peanut. Am I correct?
Correct. I had to get to 10 home runs, and at the time I was at 3.
Oh.
And I got it. I had to just get that little incentive, and once I had that, I got there a little bit quicker.
Ooh, what a tough at bat for Sydney Stewart. Oh my goodness. Literally she takes 2 off the shin and then gets called out on strikes. 2 down.
That was sneaky.
Out of way. Got 2.
Yeah, that was nice. Jackie, talk about who has been your softball idols in the Pro League, in the AUSL that you maybe are playing against, or any on your team?
Safe at first is the speedy Kendra Falby.
Hey, you're good. We still got 2. I think Rachel Garcia has been a big one that I've got to learn from. I get to hang out with her a lot and learn a lot from her. She's always been somebody I've looked up to playing, and Tiari Jennings right to my left. She's been a staple for me, especially switching over here to third. She's been somebody I've really leaned on, and she's such a mature player. Even though, like, she only graduated a few years before me, she doesn't act like it.
Well, Jackie, people are going to be talking that way about you in years to come. You have been a pro's pro. I've enjoyed watching your professional at-bats and how you progressed throughout the course of the season.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That is Jackie Liss. Great things in the future for her. Finishing off a fantastic rookie year. And that just slipped out of Allie's hand, and they begin it out of the bases. They do! Kendra Falby saw that ball bounce in front of the plate, decided she could take an extra bag, and she can't. She's thrown out trying to go to second. Do not try that on Deja Mulipola.
Yeah, and not today on Deja Mulipola. She is so fierce behind the plate. This does not get away far enough for her to get that 3rd out of the inning.
Monday night, the Dodgers going to take on the Phillies at 7 Eastern time, and then Jordan Walker and the Cardinals going to take on the Angels. That's a 10 Eastern time start. Catch both games live on ESPN and streaming on the ESPN app. Well, All-Star Weekend, MLBX was a big part of the weekend in Philadelphia, and wonderful representation by the AUSL.
It was beautiful. I had the opportunity to be there, and just the representation of AUSL, not only MLB Derby X, but inside All-Star Village, where they have all of the fan engagements. It was incredible just to see all of the athletes on that stage, getting them to have that experience, and a lot of visibility.
Deja Mulipola leads things off here in our fourth inning. She homered her first time up. That was against the starter, Kelly Maxwell. Now she's facing Kenzie Brown. With Natasha Watley and Mara Collins. Maria Trival-Peets is here as well. Natasha, you're a Major League Baseball softball ambassador. What did that entail for you over the weekend in Philadelphia?
Yeah, so I do a lot of the youth programming. So all summer long, Elite Development Invitational is one of MLB's programming, so it's called EDI, so I'm there. I also do Breakthrough Series, but over All-Star Weekend, they have Jenny Finch Classic, so a lot of
I've heard of her.
Yeah, one of these pitchers that used to play back in the day has her tournament.
Oh my goodness, did she? Yes, she did! Second homer of the ball game for Deja Mulipola. We can call it deja vu. And Texas takes a one-run lead. So powerful, Deja Mulipola.
I love that. A little deja vu, and I'm sure she is here for that. Yeah, not only have we seen this before in the top of the second, but we see her doing it again, and just so much power that Deja Mulipola possesses, and just getting her team up in this game.
I remember in years past, Deja shared with us pictures of herself growing up in Southern California. The way that she has changed in her body and her strength, it's amazing the person and the player she's turned out to be.
It's incredible. I think she is, surpassing, all of the things that are her potential that she thought she could reach, and just being able to extend her career again, playing over in Japan. And I just think that the IQ, the maturity, and just being able to back that all up with just being a more powerful athlete.
If Mulipola keeps on keeping on and finishes off this weekend the way she wants to, she could be a 400 hitter when it's all said and done. Didn't play the first couple of weeks of the season because she was overseas, but she's really putting up numbers. Jackie Liss gets herself a base hit. So the rookie Liss has been aboard 2 consecutive times. Well, that's deja vu all over again. Maria standing by with Deja Mulipola.
Deja, another home run. This one off a different pitcher. What did you take from the first at-bat to bring to your second?
Honestly, I'm just trying to be competitive every time I go up to bat. It doesn't matter who the pitcher is. I want to be a hard out and give our team a chance.
Certainly a hard out today. Good job, Deja.
Thank you very much.
Deja now has 13 hits and 33 at-bats on the season with 3 homers and 7 runs batted in. Here's Rachel Garcia. And Rachel skies this one to left field. Sacco Ferry, it's the first out of the inning. Here's Sierra Romero. And Sierra shortens, pulls it back. Final weekend as a pro for Sierra Romero. She's announced that she will retire when this AUSL season draws to a close. That That does not mean that the world will be rid of Romero's swinging bats. It is a bat and ball family. Her sister, of course, Sydney, is still at the peak of her game. Got 8 homers so far this year in the AUSL. Jackie Liss with the steal. A younger brother, Mikey. He's knocking on the door of the big leagues. Playing for the AAA affiliate of the Boston Red Sox, the Worcester Sox, the Woo Sox, Woo Sox.
And the younger sister as well at Boise State, Sophia. She's killing it as well.
Well, it all started with Sierra. She is the oldest of the siblings. Put the Romero family on the map with swings like that. She's been doing that since she was 14 years old. No one takes a bigger rip than Sierra Romero.
No, and just talk about size too. You know, Sierra is not your tallest athlete, but just uses her complete body, possesses so much power.
And called strike 3. Sierra strikes out for the second out of our 4th inning. And Ricky Woodard going to have a conversation. Got to defend Sierra Romero in her farewell weekend.
Yeah, I mean, you know, be a little bit nicer. And this is a rise a little bit high for me, but again, the bottom of the usual strike zone at the top, that's a strike here in the Pro League.
Here's Leanne Good, trying to keep the inning alive. Runner on at second base is Jackie Liss. We probably should have celebrated that stolen base by Jackie Liss a bit more than we did. That's only the 8th steal in 24 games for Texas. It is a totally different game than what we would have seen a couple of decades ago. 8 steals in 24 games as a team.
Yeah. You're saying that's a lot.
No, it's
That's
not.
not a lot. Yeah, I'm like, I don't think it's a lot. I don't think it's a lot. I think that they rely on the bats. They've got the power. More home runs.
You and Caitlin Lowe would have had 8 steals combined in a 2-day window.
Well, that's what I was like, okay, well, I don't think that that's a lot. Yeah.
Well, it's actually twice the amount of steals that Portland has. The
Yeah.
Cascade, they have 4 steals in 24 games. 2-1.
Just strong catchers around the game. You know, just watch Mulipola throw out Kendra Falby not lacking in speed at all. And, you know, that ball, she bobbles it a little bit. Just a gun. A lot of strong arms behind the plate.
It's a good pitch. 3-2. Second consecutive batter that Brown goes to a full count against. Texas leading for the first time. Solo home run by Mulipola. Popped up. Out of play. High drive center field. Falby. Side is retired. But the leadoff home run by Deja Mulipola has given Texas their first lead.
And this is the run support that the Volts are looking for, but a Deja Mulipola home run, you love to see it.
We've got an AUSL doubleheader tomorrow. You do not want to miss this. First, it's the first place Utah Talents taking on the Chicago Bandits, 2 Eastern time on ESPN. Then the Oklahoma City Spark going to take on the Carolina Blazers, 4 Eastern on ESPN2. Catch both games live or stream them anytime on the ESPN app. In case you missed it yesterday, how about Skylar Wallace, hotter than a firecracker? 5 for 5 with 3 homers.
3 home runs and 5 for 5. Just what is she eating for breakfast is what I want to know.
Well, we thought that was close to being an unbreakable record, but maybe not. Deja Mulipola in today's game already with 2 home runs in her first 2 at-bats. She's coming for you, Skylar. Kenley Cahalan leads things off. First time that Ali Carta is pitching with the lead. Cascade scored 2 runs in the first inning. Haven't scored since. What have you seen out of Ali Carta so far through the first 3 innings she's thrown?
Yeah, you see her starting to settle in. That bottom of the third was probably her best inning and starting to really get into a groove with Deja Mulipola, starting to mix in her off speed a lot more than we saw in the first inning.
That's the second time she skipped one. Actually worked to her benefit last time she did that. There's a run on at first base, Kendra Falby, who saw the ball hit the green grass in front of the home plate and decided to take off for second and was cut down, trying to steal.
Yeah, I thought heads up base running, and that's what you're taught. Anytime you see that ball hit the dirt or any kind of ball angle down, especially if you got speed like Falby, try to put a little bit of pressure, but Deja behind the plate, not today.
3 balls and 2 strikes. To left field. Goodwin makes the play in foul territory. That's the first out of our inning.
Now batting number 29, Tori Vidalis.
Here's TV Tori Vidalis. The veteran from LaPorte, Texas. It's a good pitch.
Yeah.
70 miles an hour.
70 miles per hour, but that's the pitch I'm looking for from Tori Vidalis. The other night, she had a little elevated pitch, but anything up and in, I'm trying to get that bat barrel, especially if I swing like Tori Vidalis. Was that 2 nights ago?
2 nights ago.
Yes, it was 2 nights ago.
You see the Olympic rings around her neck. She was part of Team Mexico back in 2021. Oh, beautiful pitch. Carta took something off. These are 2 Olympians. Carta was part of Team USA in 2021, took home a silver. Wow, that was artful what Carta was able to do to Vidalis.
Yeah, and again, she's pulling out that off speed a little bit more, and back-to-back off speed you see here. You saw her start Tori Vidalis in with that rise hard and in, but just pulls a string on back-to-back pitches.
Mia Davidson, flied out to center field. Natasha, in all your years of playing pro ball, playing internationally, playing collegiately, best changeups that you saw?
Lisa Fernandez. And Yukiko Ueno.
Oh, goodness. She's still throwing it.
She's still throwing it like she's not human. She's computer generated. She's not a real human at all.
Ball and 2 strikes to Davidson.
Yeah, and Yukiko Ueno is Japanese pitcher, and their Japanese ace beat us in 2008 Olympics, but still over there competing. She's going for 2028.
That's incredible. That's going to be like 25 consecutive years at like the highest level.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
She's 44, same age as me. Tell them my age, but we're about, yeah, she's 44.
2-2. Davidson knows about Yukiko Ueno. She's played professionally over in Japan. Hit hard down the line and foul. Mia is a native of North Carolina, one of the greatest to ever play high school softball in North Carolina. Went to Mississippi State, put up massive numbers there, one of the greatest power hitters in the history of the SEC. And now she has something in her eye. Or is it a bat issue?
Maybe. I thought it was something with her finger, but eye drops.
Need to be able to see.
Yes.
You're hitting 71.
It's very important.
All right, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Carter's had to work. This is going to be her 74th pitch. We're only in the 4th inning. Lifted foul territory. Falls harmlessly. One of the things I've noticed about Mia Davidson, who has been such an offensive force for so many years, this year she's not having the numbers that she normally does. And the thing that sticks out is the walks. She's only walked 1 time all season long, which is so out of character for her.
Right, and just with this big zone especially is kind of nice. You could be a little bit more aggressive as a hitter, but
that one's playable for Jackie Liss, and the side is retired. Don't look now, but Allie Carter's starting to figure it out. Final handful of games around the 2026 regular season in the AUSL. Big story all season long has been the Utah Talons. They've been in first place with a bullet, but they haven't clinched anything. They've got 2 important games against the Bandits tomorrow and the day following to try and secure first place. We'll see how it goes. Those games actually be played here in Hillsboro because of all the smoke and bad stuff floating in the air in Chicago. They're playing that series here in Oregon.
yeah, we'll get to see that. And just every game just means something right now. Oklahoma's on the heels of Cascade, and so that series is going to be important too. But obviously, Cascade controlling their destiny here. They just need to get those 2 wins.
Yeah, Portland was on cruise control. They scored 2 times in the first inning before an out was even recorded, but then haven't scored since. They've allowed single runs by Texas in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and Texas leads 3-2. Portland currently on the inside of that top 3 team mark. Top 3 teams make the postseason in the AUSL, but they haven't locked up anything yet. If they slip on a banana over this weekend against Texas and Oklahoma City plays well, the spark could jump over the Cascade.
Right. Yeah, and just the spark has been coming out on their own and kind of getting better as the season has gone. Maya Brady was out for a couple of games, and since she's come back, just that offense has continued to explode.
Jaden Goodwin, and then the top of the order, Riley Boone, Danica Coffey, 3 left-handed hitters against Kenzie Brown. On the ground, right side. Vidalis makes the play. If your name is Kenzie and you play collegially in the state of Arizona, you better be on top of your game. That is
It must be
Kenzie
a thing.
Fowler territory.
Must be a thing, huh?
One of the great announcers in the AUSL, Kenzie Fowler. Here's Riley Boone, jumps to the front of the box, tips it, 0-1 to Boone.
Yeah, Kenzie Fowler, she could bring it. Remember watching her too at UCLA, and that's something that she wants to remember, but UCLA, Arizona in the national championship, and just went the distance. She was a workhorse.
Yes, she was. Riley Boone so far today has bounced to first and bounced to second. I'm stunned to look at her numbers as we're drawing close to the season. She has not stolen a base all season long. Attempted one, was caught. I was handed a note a couple innings ago. Combined in the AUSL this year, with only a handful of games remaining, we've had 53 total steals. The 6 teams, add them all together, 53 steals. Teams have been successful 66% of the time, which is not a great mark.
Right.
I think that's to your point about how good the catching has been.
Yeah, just strong catchers across the board. You know, I'm seeing a Sydney Stewart behind the plate here, Deja Molipola for the Volts. I'm trying to think quick. Oklahoma Spark, all the catchers. Delaney Wiz for Oklahoma Spark has been behind the plate. So a lot of great catchers all around.
2 balls and 2 strikes.
Reese Atwood, oh my goodness, that was who. Yeah, she has a freaking gun. That's somebody I'm not stealing on.
I'm in the Reese Atwood business these days. Yeah. She has been fun to watch.
Yeah.
To shortstop, Cahalan has to be quick, and she is. Boone is retired. All right, with more on Kenzie Brown, let's check in with Maria.
Well, Kenzie Brown with 2 quick outs here in this inning, Eric, but Sam Landry gave her advice coming into this season. Sam told Kenzie, live in the rivers in the AUSL. It's something that Sam wished she knew coming into her rookie year. She said Kenzie's taken that advice and has just ran with it. We've seen it here in this inning.
Great stuff, Maria.
Yeah, you got to think if you're a pitcher coming from the college game, coming to the pro league, and knowing that the zone is bigger, like there's no way I am coming over the heart of the plate. And just, yes, definitely more difficult as a hitter, but pitchers just living on getting those corners is key.
Coffey, that's going to be her 3rd hit of the day. She's 3 for 3, couple of singles and an RBI double.
And you can see both Riley Boone and Danica Coffey just going to their slap a little bit more. You have so much more bat control facing a pitcher like Kenzie Brown, who can go to all zones. And so to just be able to put bat on ball, trying to make something happen for the Volts.
Jari Jennings, a couple of strikeouts for her. This is her 2nd look at Kenzie Brown. Brown came in with 2 outs in the 3rd inning, replacing the starter Kelly Maxwell. Volts have really struggled on the road, but they're playing well tonight. One and 2. Can't say it enough. Portland Cascade has played so well as an expansion team, but they still need to finish things off. They still need wins to make sure they can finish in third in the AUSL standings and make it to the postseason. Slapped into the gap. That one's going to make it to the wall. Let's see if Coffey tries it. She's being sent around third. The throw. Safe at home. And out at third is Jennings, but the run does score in time, and it's now a 4-2 lead for Texas. Texas may challenge, but the run will definitely score no matter what happens, but they think that Jennings was safe at third.
Yeah, and that definitely was a close play at third.
The call on the field was an out. Texas is challenging the call.
So it's at minimum a double for Jennings. They're hoping it's a triple if she was safe. Coach's challenge will take a longer look. My instant thought was when she was sliding, her leg was up in the air and not directly onto the bag.
Yeah, just the timing of the tag. The ball definitely beats her. Looks like her hand does get in there.
What an interesting slide. Her front leg goes by the side of the bag, and she touches it with her back leg. I think the first thing that actually touched it is her hand.
Yeah. Looks like her first touch is her hand, but the tag is high. But this angle makes me feel like she's out.
Well, the call on the field was out.
After review, the call on the field stands. That's Texas' first challenge.
All right, so it is indeed a double, not a triple. Jennings is out at third, and the inning is over. But another singleton put on the board for the Bolts. They're doubling their pleasure, leading 4-2.
The mic is on me.
I want y'all to get this. Nothing is about Kinley. Everything is about me.
It's always about Sam Landry.
It's always about me.
Always about Sam Landry. I got the honor to be friends with Sam Landry.
Is that an honor?
That's what this opportunity has blessed me with.
How come you don't play hockey?
Because Corby's a yeller, and Corby will yell at you. And I ain't about that life. Sister! Sister!
1, 2, 3,
Cascade!
24 games into her pro career, Kenleigh Cahalan is comfortable in her own skin, wearing that microphone, listening to her conversations. That's fun.
Yeah, Coach Flowers definitely said that she keeps it loose 100% of the time, and the only time, maybe that 1%, so maybe 99% of the time is when she steps on the field, but loves to have some fun.
All right, if you know, you know. It's not a Texas Volt game until Aaliyah Binford pitches. She has been a workhorse. First ball swinging, Kennedy Powell grounds out to the second baseman, good. Binford has been worth every penny she has made this year with the Texas Volts, both in the circle and with the bat in her hands.
Yeah, it's not a matter of if you're going to see her, it's a matter of when you're going to see her, and she has just been a staple for the Volts. She can do it with her bat. She's done it in the circle and just gets it done on both sides of the plate.
Here's Corby Otis, takes the first pitch high.
Aaliyah Binford is a hard pitcher to face. Her hard stuff, she's throwing upper 69s. She has a stellar changeup. It's about 10 miles per hour slower. She can spot it, throw it in any count.
Off speed misses down low, 50 miles per hour. Probably won't see a slower pitch all night long.
Yeah, and it's a hard pitch to sit. You know that it's coming. So trying to hit hard stuff if I'm somebody up to bat.
So she gets the leadoff batter, Kennedy Powell, on one pitch, and then on 4 pitches walks Corby Otis. So a runner aboard with 1 out here in the 5th inning. And with more on Aaliyah Binford, let's check in with Maria.
Well, you just talked, Eric, about how they didn't think, or about how much Aaliyah has pitched so far this season. But when she came to the AUSL, she thought that she was not going to do that. It was going to be more hitting, playing the field. But because she stepped up with every opportunity and made the most of it, she's found herself in the circle a ton for the Volts.
She's a great success story. Thank you, Maria. She actually began last year in the reserve player pool. Any team could have picked her up if they had an opening. And she earned her way onto a roster early July, and she's going to be on a roster for as long as she wants, the way that she's played over the last year and a half.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's just the versatility that she brings.
Down the left field line, tracking, making the play is Goodwin. And Sacco Ferry is out number 2.
Yeah, just the versatility that someone like Binford provides. She has power at the plate. She's a two-way player. You could put her at first base if you needed to. She's got the tools as a pitcher. And even GM Kat Osterman even said, hey, I made a mistake. I said she's going to be our 5th pitcher, and she's been our go-to pitcher all season long.
Kat Osterman didn't make too many mistakes. Here's Megan Grant. The powerful Grant, 1 for 2 with an RBI double back in the 1st inning. She's also bounced to 2nd. This season against the Volts, she's 4 for 10. All 4 of her hits had been extra bases. That double we just saw, and 3 homers. There goes Cotis, delayed steal, and she's cut down. That's the 3rd runner we've seen cut down trying to steal in today's ball game. Don't run on Deja Mulipola.
Deja Mulipola just coming up firing straight gun.
I think I know who our player of the game is going to be.
I think it might be Deja Mulipola, but hey, if the note's not out there, do not run on Deja Mulipola.
The AUSL is sponsored by Miralax. Great things coming too if you wear number 2. Deja Mulipola with 2 home runs. As a catcher, she has also thrown out the only 2 base runners who have dared to try and steal against her. It has been Deja Mulipola's night here Friday night in Portland, Oregon. Deja's going to lead off her Texas Volts, leading by 2 over the Portland Cascade. We've reached to the 6th inning. And we've got a new pitcher in the circle, 3rd pitcher of the ball game for the Cascade. It's Carly Hoover.
And Carly Hoover, she throws straight smoke. She's got that high velo. She'll be lower 70s. She keeps the ball down, mainly throws that drop.
We saw Hoover in yesterday's game. She pitched 3 innings through 56 pitches. That was in a losing effort against the Utah Talons. She did not factor with the decision. This is going to be the 3rd different pitcher that Deja Mulipola will face. Just yesterday, the softball world was buzzing. Skylar Wallace, a 3 home run game. First time in AUSL history. Deja Mulipola has a chance to equal that feat.
Yeah, she's like, hey, I am a vet. I can do this. I have the power as well.
Amazing. 13 games without a homer. 3 in the last 2 games. The way the pro game is different and the way everything has changed in the last couple of decades. Mulipola, 3 at-bats against 3 different pitchers.
And as a hitter, you know, when you're facing different pitchers, when you're training to hit something up, something down, so it prepares you when you're facing different pitchers. But I think the hardest thing is delivery and how different pitchers have different cadence. So it just takes a couple of pitches to kind of get on a good rhythm when you're facing a new pitcher when they come into the game.
Well, she's got a good hitter's count. 2 balls and a strike. Hoover better hurry up. Pitch clock's already down to 3. Carly Hoover always pushes the envelope in terms of that pitch clock. Because she goes to the back of the circle, she walks around, and the clock's moving on her right now.
Yeah.
Like she's already down to 8 seconds. But she knows exactly when she needs to be on that slab. Called strike 3. First time today that Mulipola has been retired.
And Carly Hoover, her bread and her butter is that down pitch, but you see her starting Deja Mulipola with that up pitch to kind of get to bait her. But again, living in the river, that's a big out right there.
Here's Jackie Liss. She's had a nice day. Rookie, has been aboard twice. She walked and singled. She's been our only successful base stealer today. We've had 4 combined stolen base attempts. 3 runners have been cut down. She was the only one who made it safely.
Yeah, good job with that. Got it.
And both Mia Davidson and Carly Hoover both over in Japan. And so that's a big thing in Japan, the strike zone, living in the river, relying on locating and spotting your pitches. So they just have a good rhythm together. They don't play on the same team in Japan. But I think that that's how Carly Hoover has evolved over time. Just when she was at LSU, just really coming into her own. She's now a smarter pitcher, being able to have more control, locates more of her pitchers.
Two balls and 2 strikes. Let's check in with Maria.
Well, Natasha, you bring up a great point about the connection between Carly Hoover and Mia Davidson. Carly Hoover saying that she just trusts Mia so much, and you'll see them in between innings in the dugout just talking to each other, figuring out how they're going to throw to batters.
Foul tipped into the catcher's glove. Back-to-back strikeouts for Carly Hoover.
Yeah, you can just feel their dynamic that they have together. They just work so well and just so crisp. 2 batters up and 2 strikeouts.
Here's Rachel Garcia, 0 for 2, hit into a double play and flied out to left. Natasha, you played over in Japan. Maybe you could speak to this. I was marveling a couple of days ago. Carly Hoover did not pitch, but she was warming in the bullpen for about 5 of the innings that we were playing. She probably threw 150 pitches.
Yeah.
Never even came into the game. She pitched yesterday, and now she's pitching again today. So it seems as if she's not worrying about, you know, rust. She's worried about she can take the ball whenever she wants.
Yeah, not worrying about trying herself out, because when you're over in Japan, their practices are literally 8 hours a day, and so you better be doing something. And so I'm sure she's used to just perfecting her craft. That was one of the things that I appreciated playing over in Japan, is just the long practices, the attention to detail. You're going to be there for 8 hours, so you might as well get better at something. And I think that that's why Carly Hoover has become such a better pitcher. She's not just throwing through the zone. She's just got more control, more precision.
Good job by Hoover. She gets 3 outs in the heart of the order. Mulipola, Liss, and Garcia, 2 of them via the K.
And man, just Carly Hoover just getting it done, living in the river, hitting those spots. 2 strikeouts already.
All right, Cascade.
That's what it looks like. Single runs for the Texas Volts in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. That's called building a picket fence. Portland scored their 2 runs in the 1st inning, and that scored since. We've got an AUSL doubleheader tomorrow. You don't want to miss it, folks. We've got important games. First up, you got the Talons and the Bandits. That's a 2 Eastern time start on ESPN. Then the OKC Spark going to take on the Carolina Blaze at 4 Eastern on ESPN2. Catch both games live or stream them anytime on the ESPN app. Utah in first place all season long, but right now hanging on like a hair on a biscuit, trying to keep the Chicago Bandits at bay. The Bandits have been scorching hot.
Oh my goodness. I mean, just the offensive power that they've had. And I called that game that Skylar Wallace, her first game back from Japan, leadoff home run, and just the difference since she's been back, top to bottom, powerful offense.
Woo, that was a fun pitch. 50 miles per hour, just mesmerized Megan Grant. Takes some guts to throw that pitch against Grant. Enormous power. Golfed in the air. Is it playable? And it drops 2 feet away from Jackie Liss. Will that come back to haunt the Texas Volts? If you got a chance to get Megan Grant out and you're 2 feet away from catching a foul ball. Oh. Oh my goodness, came up and tight and got her in, I thought it got her in the elbow, but she's not going to first base.
Yeah, she's saying that that got her back elbow, her left elbow. I think it got her, yeah.
It got something. I don't know why Grant's not walking first base. Did that miss her?
Umpire saying that it missed her.
Okay, we play on. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The way Grant swings the bat, she just wants to swing.
Yeah, and this is where you want to be in your lineup, especially at Megan Grant. But if you're Cascade right now, you just want to single the Volts to death, get some base runners on.
Texas has struggled this year. The record's not what they wanted it to be. But if you watch them closely, they've been in a bunch of games. Tail end, 6th and 7th inning, usually doesn't go their way. Grant went too far. Threw it on to first base, and that's the first out of the 6th inning. First strikeout for Binford.
Just check out that angle from Aaliyah Binford going down and in on Megan Grant. Sets her up perfectly. A couple changeups on the outside corner. That angle and drop, that is tough.
Here's Sydney Stewart. Portland trying to keep the OKC Spark at bay. Portland's in the 3 spot in the standings. The Spark right behind them in the 4th spot. Portland needs wins. They do not want to lose this one, but they're in trouble. Good throws out Stewart. 2 outs in the 6th inning.
Now batting number 27, Kendra Foley.
There's your standings. This is the only game today. Full weekend throughout the year as well. We're going to have a bunch of games here in this building. 2 games. The series between the Talons and the Bandits has been relocated from Chicago here because of the wildfires creating smoke and kind of a nasty breathing environment.
But it's just been so fitting that everything is coming down to the very last weekend. This is what you play for. This is what makes it fun, and all of the series have meaning behind them. And so this is what fans need to tune into.
Binford gets the sign from Mulipola. Third baseman Liss from her knees makes the play. Defense has shined tonight for the Texas Volts.
And the Volts are giving no breathing room for the Cascade. Jackie Liss from her knees, making it look easy.
On a gorgeous Friday night here in Portland, Oregon, this is what the game has looked like. Texas with single runs in 4 consecutive innings. They lead the Portland Cascade by a score of 4-2. Trying to keep the game right where it is. Carly Hoover will pitch the 7th inning for the Cascade. She pitched the 6th inning and got a 1-2-3 frame, striking out Mulipola and Liss before getting Rachel Garcia to bounce out. We have seen Kelly Maxwell, Kenzie Brown, and now Carly Hoover for the Portland Cascade. Bottom third of the order batting for Texas. Sierra Romero, Leanne Good, Jaden Goodwin, unless we see pinch hitters. If I'm Texas, I'd like some insurance runs here. 2-run lead is not quite enough.
Yeah, definitely. In all of these games, just all of the offenses, the bats, and they've been playing so well. We were just talking in the break how they've just been the spoiler for all of the teams, and right now they have nothing to lose. They've just been playing so free, so playing a lot of good softball.
Texas coming in tonight, just 1 road win. They played 10 road games. They're 1-9. But they've played close to flawless for them. The defense has been really good. They've got the single runs in 4 consecutive innings. They got the big home run balls, 2 by Deja Mulipola. And they've gotten enough pitching out of Ali Carta and Aaliyah Binford. 3-0 to Sierra Romero. You think Sierra swings?
I wouldn't.
Taking all the way, and it's ball 4. So a leadoff walk allowed by Hoover. Tonight, the NBA Summer League continues. The Timberwolves going to take on the Clippers. That is an 11 Eastern Time start on ESPN and the ESPN app. Leanne Good shows bunt, takes a called strike. Natasha is someone who was one of the best bunters of her generation. What would it be like to bunt against Hoover?
It would be tough because Hoover has so much velocity. She throws that high 70s, so just trying to get your bat head out and trying to deaden it. So trying to use that top third of the bat, using that to your advantage. So if you ever hit off the top third of the bat and it stings your hands, that's when you want to use it to your advantage when you're bunting. So just getting your hands out early, trying to aim for that top third.
Oh, she gets it down. Grants plays it first. That's a good sacrifice by Leanne Good. Sacrifice 5-3. Moving into scoring position goes Romero.
Yeah, little move the runner 101 perfectly, gets her hands out in front of her, and deadens that ball. It's just all about getting that ball on the ground.
Here's Jaden Goodwin. RB opportunity for Goodwin, who's put the ball in play twice. Nothing to show for it. 0-1. Modern softball. Goodwin seeing a 3rd different pitcher in her 3rd at bat. Hoover's pitching from that bright sunlight and throwing into the shadow area by home plate.
Yeah, just the optics a little bit. But if you're Jaden Goodwin, you know, just think about looking down in the zone. I would split the plate. I would be thinking something on the outer half.
Didn't really get a good look at that one. 1-2.
That's what's so tough, facing a pitcher like Carly Hoover. Obviously, she can go to both sides of the plate, but as a hitter, you've got to have a plan. You've got to sit aside. You can't hit both.
Lined into the gap in left field. That'll score a run. Romero touches home. It's a 5-2 lead for Texas. Good work, Jaden Goodwin.
And that's how you do it. It's, you know, that leadoff walk to Sierra Romero, getting the base runner on, moving her over with Leanne Good, and timely hitting. That's how you get your insurance runs. The Volts are getting this thing going.
So the Volts have scored 1 run in 5 of the 7 innings. Boone That one is a fair ball. They're going to score 2 runs this inning. Boone on her way to second. She's safe. The lead is now 6-2 for Texas. Back-to-back doubles.
And you love the run production from the bottom of the lineup to get that back up to the top of the lineup with Riley Boone. And again, just a little back control using that power from Carly Hoover. And the Volts are up 6-2.
It's amazing. Hoover faced 4, 5, and 6, Mulipola, Liss, and Garcia, and effortlessly retired them. And then here, the bottom of the order, she cannot slow down this Texas team. Danica Coffey, she's 3 for 3. Coffey, couple of singles and an RBI double. She scored a run. The only fly in the ointment, she was caught trying to steal back in the first inning. Only mistake. Volts, runners in scoring position, 3 for 7. They've got 9 hits total. Portland with just 4 hits. And Hoover, upset with the call, just turns her back. Won't even let the catcher throw her the ball until she's ready for it.
And just controlling the game. Again, just trying to slow it down for herself. Not happy with that call and knowing that that clock starts when she gets that ball.
Popped up, out of play. Yeah, Hoover's doing it again. Home plate umpire's trying to throw her the ball, and she's not going to look for it until she's ready to have that pitch clock start.
I love it. And I love it. And I think that that's maturity, just knowing, hey, I'm not going to take this ball until I am ready.
Three balls and 2 strikes to Coffey. Popped up right side. Vidalis. Can she catch it up the roof? No. Tori's always in for a good time. Give it a try. She's called TV Tori for a reason. Man, fun to watch.
Yeah.
Called strike 3. First time today that Coffey has been retired.
And again, that's Carly Hoover's maturity right there. She didn't like the call that she got, stuck with it. Coffey just battling. She sneaks that rise ball in there.
So 2 outs now. Here's Jennings. Whole bunch of nothing early for Jennings, but that changed her last time up. She struck out in the 1st and the 3rd inning, but then had a clutch 2-out double, driving a run in the 5th inning. Looking ahead to the Portland 7th inning, they're going to be down at least 4 runs. Cahalan, Vidalis, Davidson, the scheduled batters. I'm assuming it's going to be Binford trying to close out the game. Two and 2. This is now the 9th batter that Hoover has faced.
I would go back to that curve on the outside. I am staying in the river and staying out and away.
Tipped at the plate, Jennings stays alive.
Nice.
So both catchers for Portland dealing with it. Davidson, foul tip off for leg. And we saw earlier the other catcher on their roster, Sydney Stewart, with the bat in her hands. 2 consecutive pitches, both foul balls off her shin. Do you ever spend one day of your life as a catcher?
Yes, in T-ball. But I only had one knee on the ground. I wasn't in a full squat, so I don't know if that counts. But that made me realize real quick, like, oh yeah, I probably shouldn't be back here. So much respect for catchers and what they do behind the plate, controlling the game, controlling the pitcher. It's a lot of work. And then getting beat up and getting banged up, I don't know.
Two balls and 2 strikes. Hoover can't seem to put away Jennings. Into center field. Will it score a run? Being waved around. Here comes the runner. Safe at home. Boone scores the 7th run for Texas. Second consecutive 2-out RBI base hit for Tiare Jennings.
Yeah, and just an incredible adjustment that Tiare Jennings made, just knowing that she got baited on that curveball earlier in the count and just shortens up on it. 2-strike approach. Again, I don't think that that's a bad location, but as a hitter, you got to be aggressive and gets a good swing on it.
So that will allow Deja Mulipola to go for her 3rd homer. Deja, a homer back in the 2nd inning. A homer in the 4th inning. This is her 2nd look at Hoover. She struck out looking an inning ago. There's only been one 3-homer game in the history of the AUSL. Oh, 0-2. On 3 pitches, Hoover strikes out Mulipola. But 3 more runs score for the Texas Volts.
Yeah, and the Volts continue to pile it on the Cascade, making sure that they get more insurance runs. They are doing it.
Quite expect this. The Portland Cascade came into this one playing great softball, but they're getting it handed to them, down by 5 against the Texas Volts. It's the bottom of the 7th inning. This is a super important game for Portland, playing in front of a sellout crowd once again. If they happen to lose today, they no longer control their destiny of getting into the postseason. They're guaranteed a playoff spot if they win today and win tomorrow. But if they lose this one, then all of a sudden, Oklahoma City, the Spark, if they win 3 consecutive games, they're in, and it doesn't make a difference what happens with the Cascade tomorrow.
Right. And that's the hard part when you're the Cascade and you have the opportunity to be in the driver's seat. Now your destiny falls with another team.
2 consecutive change-ups to begin this bat. Binford working against Kenley Cahalan. Three consecutive change-ups, and it results in a fly ball to center field. 1 down. Binford, since coming out of the pen, has not allowed a base hit. There's your top 3, Utah, Chicago, and Portland. Below that line is not where you want to be to finish the season. Portland is in danger. If they lose this game, they'll be tied in the loss column with Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City has the tiebreaker. They won the season series against Portland. So if they finish with identical records, it's the Spark going to the postseason, not the Cascade.
Yep.
Tori Vidalis. One and 2 to Tori. Got to give credit where credit is due. This is a Texas team that has done everything you want to do. If you're trying to win a game, you need to have consistent offense, yes. You need to make all the plays defensively, yes. And you have to have good pitching.
Yes. They've done it all. They have done it all, and they've looked good and starting to play together as a team. I know in the middle of the season, they just kind of had their ebbs and their flows and really just trying to find their right rhythm, and I think that they're starting to find it.
Vidalis pops it up. Romero just can't get there.
Sierra just went a long way. When you're playing first base, you don't think you have to run that long, but that was a long, long way.
No, Binford does not want to issue the walk. Gonna have to make Vidalis earn her way on. Ooh, beautiful pitch. Good golly, 51 miles per hour, and Tori just can't pull the trigger. 2 down.
This changeup is just elite. Oh, my goodness. Check out Carter's reaction. Loving it.
Allie Carter's in line to get her first AUSL win. And Binford hits Davidson. Just the second base runner allowed by Binford. She walked Otis back in the 5th inning, and now she hits Davidson. NWSL action on the pitch tomorrow. It's Gotham FC going head-to-head with Seattle Reign FC. Catch it live at noon on ABC or stream it on the ESPN app. The good sister, Sis Bates, is going to run for Mia Davidson. Sis active again after missing time. She got drilled by Carlin Pickens a couple of days ago. Kennedy Powell trying to keep the game alive. Called strike 1.
And in this situation, you need base runners. I'm thinking something hard up the middle. If I'm a slapper like Kennedy Powell, or that.
With a bunt, and the play is made by Mulipola. Deja from her catcher's position gets out of her squat, throws a strike to first, and the game's over. Fitting that Deja makes the nice play to close it out.
Yeah, what a day. Deja Mulipola just getting it done. 2 home runs, throwing out 2 runners, picking up her pitcher. She said, all I'm doing is I'm trying to compete, having her pitchers back. The Volts getting it done all around.
So Texas picks up the win. They're now 7-17, and it drops Portland to 13-11. They are now tied in the loss column with Oklahoma City. Portland no longer controls their playoff destiny. If Oklahoma City wins their final 3 games, that's a big if, they will leapfrog Portland because they have the tiebreaker in head-to-head games.
Yeah, and all you can do at this moment is finish hard tomorrow and come out with the win and come out strong. And if you're the Cascade, hope the Spark lose.
Oh boy, it is getting interesting as we close out the AUSL regular season. Impressive win for the Texas Volts. Allie Carter gets her first AUSL win. Aaliyah Binford out of the pen. She gets herself a save. Hitting star of the day, Deja Mulipola with those 2 home runs. Final score on a Friday night in Hillsboro, 7-2. Texas wins over Portland. Athletes Unlimited Softball League continues all summer long. Catch out where to watch every game on the website, theausl.com. For Natasha Watley, for Maria Tribal Peace and our entire crew, I'm Eric Collins saying thanks for watching, everybody. Good night from Portland.